And it's in several different languages. So, yep. They have a newer version, which is called the Rodecaster Pro. And it has pretty much the same features on it. Um, I get four mic inputs and four headphone outputs. So I kind of like it. You know, it's kind of cute. It doesn't. It hooks directly into your computer if you hook it up right. If you have the right connection, and obviously that connection didn't come with it, so I ain't gonna worry about it. It's working, so I can't complain. Well, it's smaller than my other board. I mean, gets the job done. So if I did decide to do a podcast with three other people, I could do that. Because now I have four mics. Not that I didn't have it before, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just trying to make excuses for spending this type of money on a board. I saw everybody else with it, so I'm like, hey, he's got one too. He's like, man, you know, it's only 5 stacks, guy. I mean, I don't have that kind of money. So, yep. I'll look at it this way. I don't have anybody to buy for, so therefore, you know, that's what I do. I get stuff for me now. It's time to pamper me. So, so that's what I'm doing. Me. For me. So, so Elo, I was going to ask how was your day? Your day's just getting started, so there is no how was your day. How's your day going so far? What's all this stuff? Oh, it's for the antenna. Might want to hold on to that. Yes. Mm-mm. Anyway, so far so good. It's great to hear. My day was good. I found out that they want me to come in tomorrow because they're short-handed. So they want me to come in on my off day. I knew that wasn't going to last too long. So I'm like, well, look at there. Nope, it didn't last too long. You know, it's real cool. Once I learn how to use it, it's the Roadcaster. Yeah. Okay, what are these for? Let's see. 3. To monitor loudspeakers. Okay. Yep. Anyway, I will figure it out before I go to bed. Mr. Michael Franks, when I give my love to you. Along with Brenda Russell. It's your Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep. The greatest love songs of all time. Hello to Elo. Thank you so much for checking in. I appreciate you, sweetheart. Elo works third shift, I should say. So she's just getting started tonight. Where most of us have worked an 8-hour or 7-hour day, depending on where you work at. And she's starting to work now, her and TC and all the rest of the people who work, which is a good thing. Because in the words of James Brown, if you don't work, you don't eat. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Here's Chicago's own Mickey Howard. Come share my love. True. Okay. Yep. I'm getting the hang of it. It's got a feature where I can Bluetooth my phone and actually bring up a phone call without holding it. Of course, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. So far, I got my computer hooked up to it. That's how I'm playing the music. So I'll figure out all the rest of that stuff out later. Yeah. Yep. It's got an output for the monitor. So that's what I want to use, I guess, to feed the computer. So I'll figure it out. So far, so good. Yeah. Anyway, where is everybody else? I guess because I was late getting on. I was having internet problems as always. One computer, it automatically locks into the internet. The other one, you got to fiddle with it and fumble with it, and you know, yeah. So that's it. That's all. Let's see. Number 2, USB connection for computer setup, recording, and audio playback. Okay. Hmm. It's actually no different than the other mixers that I have. It's just that I just had to have it. Yep, no different. Oh well. Roadcaster Pro. I had to figure out the little buttons that light up and stuff. You can actually record stuff onto it using an SD card. So it takes a tiny one, not a big one. Like, do I even have a tiny one? Well, look at there. There it is. And the other computer. Look at there. So I'm all straight.
And you're listening to Al Greer with Bedtime Stories.
Yep. I'm figuring it out. Yep. So when I get off the air, I would have figured it out by then. What, what everything does. So, yep. Did you hear the latest news on broadcast equipment? Evidently, raging homosexuals are purchasing roadcaster boards. And good evening to you too, Troy. Thank you. Uh, Rick Party's got one. What's his name? Sam Soak's got one. I'm like, I don't want to be left out. Of course, I'm sure they all paid brand new prices for it. I saw it priced at like $500-$600. So I didn't pay that. No, I sure didn't. So, yep, I only paid $400 for mine. The guy only used it, like he said, a few times, like 10 times. I'm like, that's it? Hmm. So it's basically still brand new. So, yep, I had to have it. Yep. So what am I going to do with the other board? Use it as a PA system, what it was meant for. And of course, this one will go in the new house whenever I move. And this will be the board from now on. Right now, my car has 375,000 miles, but I've only driven it 8 to 10 times. Okay. Mm-mm. Funny man, funny man. Because I love. Let's see what this Bluetooth feature does. Hmm. Ooh, it's lighting up. Ooh, I love toys. Old man. Hi, Rita. Because I love you so much. Seems like boom, 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 boom. Harry Ray, Al Goodman, Billy Brown, Ray Goodman, and Brown, aka The Moments, and Inside of You. To Dr. Al Greer, this is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Once again, Rita said, "Oh man, that's cute. Just wait till after tomorrow." Yep, I'm getting it dyed, fried, and laid to the side. You can't say old man anymore. At least my hair will be not so old, but of course I'll still be old. Anyway, it's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. And hello to John Caldwell. Good evening, sir. How are you? Hope you guys can hear me okay. I'm experimenting with this new board, and I kind of like it. I'm trying to convince myself that $400 was a good buy. So far, so good, right? Here's Stephanie Mills. Feel the fire on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Yeah, something. John Caldwell. New toy, John. This is what I'm using tonight. She said, Sid McCoy, roses on your pillow. But thank you for the compliment as always. Yep, I just plugged it in. I just ran in and grabbed the other board and put it to the side. I'm like, put this one on. Greg Moore, how are you, sir? New board. Anyway, he's like, what the hell is that? It's called the Roadcaster Pro. Now they have a new one, which is the Roadcaster Pro 2. But let's see, it gives you 8 plugins. Yeah, nothing like new gear. I know, right? Nothing like new gear. New gear is almost like new presents, Christmas presents. Yes, I know, right, Greg? New toy, but it's half the size of the other board that I had. So once I learn how to use it, I'm going to be a monster. I tell you, I can Bluetooth my phone to the board. So if I want to take a phone call, I just hit the Bluetooth feature and it brings it up. Just have to pair it to my phone. There we go. Rodecaster Pro. All right. So now if I get a phone call, it'll come up on, come right into the board. And I don't have to plug anything, nothing different. So I like it. I like it. But now I can't hear myself on the air. I tell you. I'm sure there's a way I'll be able to hear it. Yep, there's a feature you can, if you have an Android phone, you can plug it in, or you can use the Bluetooth. So you can actually use, two phones, do a conference call or something like that. So, but so far, I'm kind of liking it. It's got 4 outputs on the back for headphones, which is kind of cool. So if I have 4 people, I got 4 mics, I got 4 sets of headphones. So that's it. New toy. Yep, got to learn some new stuff. But it's no different than the other board that I had. It's just that it's a digital board. It's got the little lights on it going up and down and stuff. Yeah. Because I had thought about using it, when I do remotes. I'm like, nah, this will do fine. Yeah. But like I said, once I get off the air, I'll have more time to, fiddle with it, as it were, until I get it working exactly the way I want. But so far, so good. It has an SD card, so it can record your podcast. I'm like, okay, cool. I like that. So when you turn it on, it looks for a one of those little discs like this, sand disc. Yeah. I don't want to plug it in now because I might mess something up and put myself off the air. So yeah. It was only $400, which is less than the board that I wanted to buy, which was $800, and the price has never gone down because I was going to have a board in my radio station. Well, we lost the radio station, so LT. So of course, when I move, I'll set it up in the new apartment. So that's it. Yeah. You lost what radio station? When I had the studio over on 79th Street, we lost. Well, we didn't lose the space. They closed it due to COVID. So of course I got all the equipment out before they closed it. So there are still a few items left. So Greg said, put it in the new apartment. Yep, absolutely. They're, of course, putting down carpet, you know. Nice gentleman. He said, we want to get it exactly the way you want it. I'm like, wow. He said, I prayed to get a single tenant, a person who's single. I'm like, I didn't tell him I wasn't really single, but it is just me. So, somebody with no kids. I'm like, oh, my kids are grown. You don't have to worry about them running back and forth, So that's cool. So it's all good, guys. It's all good. Things are coming together for me. Yeah. And I prayed that they would. I'm like, Lord, I've been good. I've been real good. I've been trying to stay good. So foreplay artist, you need to get off I need to get off my lazy butt and finish my studio, a soundproof room in my basement, but I got to wire it up. Hey, let me know. I'll come over and help. That's what I do. Because trust me, that's going to be the first thing that I set up when I move into the apartment. I don't have a microwave or anything else. I got equipment, and that's going to get hooked up first priority. Call AT&T, have them to meet me there. Don't beat me there, and hook my internet up so I can run my TVs and my radio station in the crib. Yeah. Her name is Mesa. That is, there's nothing better than love. You can say that again. There is absolutely nothing better than love. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed, but never to sleep, with the greatest love songs of all time. Talking on a new board tonight. It's called the Rodecaster Pro. Now, they have another version of this, which is called the Rodecaster Pro 2. But it's about, not 3 times as much, but it's a little bit more expensive than the other one. So, yeah. But I'm getting used to it. Used to it. Hey, I can listen to myself. That's kind of cool. That's a cool feature. Wait a minute. Yeah, I can actually hear myself through the book. That's so weird. Anyway, Greg Moore, thank you for joining us. LT, the Sister Teresa, thank you so much. I didn't see you there, but now I do, because I looked up at the monitor. So good evening, the Sister Teresa. Thank you so much for joining us. Greg Moore said, I need to get off my lazy butt and finish my studio, a soundproof room in my basement, but I got to wire it up. Let me know. Me and John Caldwell, we'll come over there and hook you up. See, I just volunteered his services there. Here's Enchantment, Forever Yours on Bedtime Stories. Boom, boom. Yo, Mr. Redmond. Yo, yo, yo. what's up with ya? Two. Wait a minute. Okay, I thought I was on there. So it's no rush, but I need to get my table from your baby mama's house. Once again, no rush because I haven't gone anywhere yet. So, plus I'm driving around with a table in my car anyway. So, all right, I'll be back. I got a tinkle. Oh, Mr. Redmond, new toy. New toy. Be right back, guys. Ooh, excuse me. Such a pig, no? Oh. Hey, what does this go to? Better not pull anything too hard. That's a good one, Greg. Look, your mic's on. Oh, shoot. Sitting up here belching and stuff. Oh, by the way, Al, your mic's on. Everyone heard you belch. Pygmalion. Okay, what does this go to? Oh, it's another set of headphones. You would think I know how to use this stuff by now, but this is a totally different animal. So I had to use other plugs to plug it up. So what's this the same? It's got pretty lights. I wish I could show it to you. It's all lit up and stuff. It's like Christmas. A grown-ass man, I tell you. Cheetos, you know it. What's going on, Avery? More like a bag of air. With just a few Cheetos in here. Let me get that bag of air from you, Al. Okay, that's enough of those. The angle of your dangle is inversely proportionate to the heat of my meat. Okay. All righty then. Sounds good to me, Troy. Woo, 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 woo. Yep, that's what you get, a bag of air and about 4 Cheetos. Now, the new Cheetos that they have are infused with, that stuff. You're like, what is that stuff that you speak of, Al? The new Cheetos are infused with hemp. In other words, they're infused with marijuana. Now, my thing is that kind of cuts out the middleman, right? You instead of smoking, you just go straight into the munchies right away. If you eat more than 4 of them, you high as, yeah. What you say, Avery? Do tell. Yeah, you're high. After that, you're high as giraffe. You know, where the baby giraffe comes out of. Trying to be nice because Rita and Elo are on here. and of course, the sister Teresa. Yeah. Watch your mouth. Yeah, you just skip the middleman. You just go straight to the Cheetos, which are already, ready to go. I'm like, oh, okay. Preston Shanks, good evening. You got to get used to hitting the buttons there. Enchantment and Silly Love Song right here on Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed, but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Good evening to Avery Pack, Preston Shanks, Roberta Rankin, Troy Anthony, and of course, the sister, Teresa. Here's my new toy for those of you who are watching me on Facebook. It's called the Rodecaster Pro, and that's what I'm speaking on now. and I can run my music. It's just like the other mixer that I have. And it's used and all of that good stuff. Anyway, I might as well go into my sponsors, right? One of them of which was on my live last night. Now the other one I haven't seen her on my live, but this one for sure was on my live last night. There we go.
Brooks, and I'm running for judge in the 5th Judicial Sub-Circuit for Cook County. As Chief Legal Counsel for the Office of the Clerk of the Circuit Court, I am responsible for advising over 1,000 employees on matters pertaining to the clerk's office. And once I am elected to the bench, I will continue.
And the guy didn't use it that much. He said he only used it a few times. So.
To all those who come before me, and I will work diligently with the community to do all that I can to help make the streets safer for everyone to live, because people matter to me. On June 28th, 2022, please remember to punch 195 Tiffany Brooks for judge, because I want to be the people's candidate.
Paid for by friends of Tiffany N. Brooks.
And we all know what the N stands for. We're just not going to say it tonight. She got on me last night. She said, you don't have to say my whole government name, Mr. Greer. Mr. Whispers in the Dark Voice. Anyway, it's Bedtime Stories with the Peanut Butter Brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is WOSD Radio DB Chicago, WDLB Indianapolis, and the best music of your life, a Ray Neal media station. It is your doctor, and of course, we're keeping you company with the greatest love songs of all time. And my new Roadcaster board, for those of you who are not a techie or what we call audiophile, then you don't know what I'm talking about. But it's an interesting piece of equipment here. I can Bluetooth my phone and actually make a phone call. I can, someone can call in and I can actually put them on the phone. Is that cool or what? It connects directly to my phone. I know you're probably like, this big kid with all these toys. Hey, my thing is, that's it. My kids are grown, so they can buy their own toys, That's it. These are mine, and those are yours. Here's Peebo Bryson and Regina Bell. Regina. Yes, you can have someone to call in. Just have the smartphone connected. Yeah, that's it. Troy said you can talk to someone who calls you on the phone. Holy, what's next? Preston. Yeah, please tag me on the live video of Bloodstone's The Other Woman. I would appreciate that. Thank you so much. No, it comes through the board, Troy. You don't understand. Yeah, I can pick up the phone and talk to them, but I don't have to. If someone calls, then I just hit a button and bring them up on the phone. Never mind. Avery said, my mixer can't do that. Yep, I'm so stoked right now. And the guy brought it to my job. Now, had we been on the south side on 87th and Dobson, I don't think I would have gotten it. I really don't. You know. Of course, he was Caucasian, so he was a little leery to come to the South Loop, let alone the South Side. So, you know, he said, I've only used it 10 times. I'm like, okay. And it's pretty, you know, still brand new. You know, he had the box and everything. He said he had a case for it. I'm like, I don't want the case. It ain't going nowhere. It doesn't need to be in a case. You know, I got another mixer for that to go from, you know, gig to gig. But yeah, oh no. Keep your little case. Or throw the case in one. What can you do with it? Nothing. He said, you know, I'm moving now. I'm like, oh, so that's the moving sale. I should have waited maybe another week. I could have got it for $300 instead of $400. But I ain't complaining. I am not complaining at all. It's a great piece of machinery. He didn't want to come to the South Loop. Ain't nothing wrong. But Printers Row, I know. Well, I was just saying, you know, if VON was still on the far south side, that would have been a whole different story. Yeah, I don't think he would have, you know, where are you? 87th and Dobson. What? I ain't going over there. Did you give a good examination of that you just pulled out of your ear? In addition to talking to people on the phone, people can see what's on the camera. Okay, Troy. I didn't know that people were watching me that closely. But anyway, yeah. So I have dirty ears, Troy. So sue me. So sue me for having dirty ears. It's not like I pulled a whole ball of wax out of my ears or something. I tell you. That Troy Anthony, I tell you. Once again, guys, don't forget to share the video where it says like, comment, or share. Just hit share. Because Sonny ain't there. And sharing is caring. So, anywho, I'll be getting a haircut tomorrow. Isn't that interesting? I guess not. Okay. It's about time for one. That and a little color, too. Everybody's like, they're so nice to me. Oh, your hair looks fine the way it is. No, it doesn't. Oh, your hair looks fine. Oh, you look distinguished. Distinguished was not the look that I was going for. Oh, you look distinguished. Is that a nice way of saying that I look old? Oh, you look. Yeah. Yep. They used to tease me about dyeing my hair. They're like, are you ever going to let it go? I said, yeah, when I'm probably 65, then I'll let it go. Nice shirt, Algrid. Thank you, Lawana. Thank you. I was reluctant to wear this today to work because I didn't know what they were going to say about me. But the guys that I work with, they don't care. It's just the girls. Oh, that's shirt is. It's different, Al. It's loud. Shut up. You know, this is a shirt that I would wear to a backyard party or picnic, not to work. But seeing as though it was like 80 degrees outside today, I wasn't going to wear a long sleeve shirt to work and roll up the sleeves. Pardon me. Yeah, not my good shirts. Oh, hell no. Absolutely not. So, but thank you, Lawana. I appreciate it. Dear, need the bedtime story now. Where is that noise coming from? Oh, well, I'll figure it out. That is Margie Joseph. Am I on? Oh, now I'm on. That's Margie Joseph and words right here on Bedtime Stories. I had the wrong button pressed down. So that's why you guys couldn't hear me. I'm sitting up here talking to myself. That's what happens when you get old, Troy. Like, wait a minute, I can't hear myself. It's this new board. What can I say? Anyway, get well soon to Ray Neal of Ray Neal Media. He had to go under the knife. He's been having problems with this open wound on his leg for years. Well, not that long, but I'm like, man. And he didn't want to take off work. I understand all that, but you know, it's either you take off work or they're going to take off your leg. The choice is yours. Anyway, coming up in our last hour, we're going to do foreplay. 4 songs by one of your favorite artists or groups, male or female. And I am so sure that LT will come up with somebody. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, here are the Whispers and Say Yes on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Spank and boom. Now, what's cool about this is this mixer, it's got outputs on the back for headphones. Well, I already have a headphone amp that takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 headphones. Well, this one takes 5 headphones. Shanita Gayton, hey. Actually, it takes 4 headphones. Now, if I have that many more people, then I don't need to be doing this. But of course, I can always hook up my headphone amp and then have, 4 more headphones. Overkill. Yeah. Don't really need that. So it's kind of cool. Does it have a clock on it? Wait a minute. What is it doing? Oh, that's a timer. I'm like, what is it doing? It can't be recording anything because I didn't press the record button. Or did I? All right. I did. It was recording. Now all they have to do is figure out how to play it back. Anyway. Yeah, you can either record to your computer or you can record to the SD card, which of course is not included. It's the little bitty teeny tiny one too. Yep, it's the really small one. So What'd you say? It's a detonator. Don't press that button now. Anyway, could blow stuff up. Anyway. That's like Trump. What does this button do? No, Mr. Trump, don't. You know. Let me stop because I don't want to be on Facebook probation for 3 days or whatever. So, yeah, I won't do that. No, I got to be on the air. I can't be in Facebook jail. I need a way to transfer my actual mixed tapes to CD or micro SD. John can do that. John is very, he knows how to do that. Yeah, he know how to do that, don't you, John? Anyway. Yeah, he's quite proficient in stuff like that. Yes. He's not just your average bass player. John said, "Oh, sure, yeah, I know how to do that." Oh, okay. Putting John to work, yeah. Go to work, young man. Go to work. What happened to my day off? Yeah. I think she'd rather have you do it. Way to go, John. Way to go. Way to get out of it. My 80s me. Oh, my 80s mixtapes. I don't know. I saw sex there for a minute. I'm sorry. 80s mixtapes. Yeah, I can do that. Yep, I can do that because we have a cassette player at the other station that I work at, the gospel station. So, yep, I did that once before for somebody. So he had these. Oh God, he had these old gospel tapes from Malico. I need all my porn transfer from reel to laser disc. Oh God, that's a lot of porn there. But anyway. Woo! Talk about porn, I tell you. You're a funny man, Troy. Speaking of porn, I'm friends with Vanessa Del Rio on Instagram. She has this page, so you'll need a special machine for that. I'm sure you will. Yeah. Reel to Laserdisc. Yeah. Good luck on that. Yeah. Reel to reel. He went way back, didn't he? Yeah. But anyway, yes, Vanessa Del Rio. She's got a page on Instagram. It's simply Vanessa Del Rio. Ironically, I'm nicknamed the Special Machine in one of those movies. Don't you believe it? Special Machine. Oh, boy. Woo. Troy, boy, you missed your calling. I swear you did. You missed your calling. Mm-mm. The special machine. Yes. Yes, indeed. There. Right tool for your baby. Yeah. Mm-mm. I commented on Vanessa Del Rio's page. I said, you helped me through puberty. And everybody saw that. They just fell out. They're like, you're a funny guy. Yeah. But seriously, Vanessa Del Rio helped me through puberty. No joke. She is, yeah. I was like, I'm going to marry that woman one day. I mean, she had like the perfect shape to me. You know, I mean, she was gorgeous and a porn star. And she could perform like no other woman that I have ever seen in my life. Did I clean that up? Okay. Boy, could she perform, I'll tell you. Help me through puberty. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was like, wow. I want to meet her one day. Voice just dropped that day. Wow. She was, and she had the biggest, yeah. I was like, this is the perfect woman. Perfect. She also did silent films, which were all available during childhood silent films. Trust me, her videos did not need any sound. Although they did provide sound for those videos, her videos did not need any sound. You could, and of course, I had to watch them with the sound down. Now, when I got older and discovered porn on the internet, oh my goodness. Yeah. Shantae Moore, I cry to myself when nobody's watching, when nobody's looking, when no one is around. I cry to myself. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Just still playing with this, playing with my new board. It is so much fun. Yes. Yes, it is. Let's see. Aphex, Oral Exciter, Processing. Wait a minute, let me go back. Oh, there we go. All right. There we go. Almost cut everything off. But anyway, there we go. De-esser. Do I want that? Yes. We want that there. Cool. All right. Level. Let me bring it down just a tad bit. Don't want it to overmodulate, because you know how bad that can be. All right, there we go. Phantom power. Yeah. I don't believe I'm doing this on the air. I'm actually adjusting the microphone. Let's see. Tone. Voice tone. Yes. Deep, medium. Choose the option that best describes your voice. Deep. That's the only way. Strength. Strong. Okay. I guess that works. Okay, cool. All right. Avery said, now you got me thinking about the background music. What, in the porn movies or what? Oh, my bad. You got to let everybody in on it, right? I was watching this, well, actually not watching a movie, but Vanessa Del Rio and I are friends on Instagram, so I was just letting her know how she got me through puberty when I was a kid. And she just laughed. You know, she was in that movie Soul Man with Bernie Mac, in that movie where he took the Viagra. Lucky Bernie. Here's Johnny Gill. My, my, my. Bone chicka wow wow. Bone chicka wow wow. Mm-mm. Why was the music so bad in these movies? I don't understand. The music was just awful. You know, it just too much waka waka waka. You know, the porn Al watched in the background all the harpsichord. No, actually, it was a pipe organ. You know, yeah. I tell you. Thanks, Troy. Mm-mm. It was, I know, right? Old jokes, yeah. It was actually a pipe organ, which describes how old I am. Yes. Yes. The music they got on now is horrible. Can't be in the mood listening to that garbage. No, you can't. Absolutely not. You cannot. You know, I have not seen. Do they still put music in porn movies? I mean, I watch porn, but it's usually no music in it. Just a lot of moaning and groaning. That's distracting. But anyway, that's why I have my headphones on when I'm watching it. I'm like, ooh, listen to that. Anyway, they got out the music they got out now is horrible. I can't be in the mood listening to that garbage. Did I already read that? I guess I did. Yeah. Anyway. Oh yeah, it's garbage. It's garbage for real. Take it from me and John, we're musicians, so yeah. The women be loud and fake. Yeah. You are right, TC. They are like the porn I watch always had DeBarge as background music. Oh, I know, but the music is awful. The girls are like, I mean, they're overdoing it, you know? The screaming. It's like, it ain't that damn good. Oh, you're so big. You're so big. Like, he ain't that big. Honey, he ain't that big. Anyway. Oh, you're so big. Oh, you're splitting me apart. I'm like, no, he's not. Baby splits you apart, not penises. What are we going to do with him, Al? I don't know. Troy, give him a timeout or something. I don't know. But it's like, you're right, TC. They're extremely loud. Loud. The guys don't make no noise until, the money shot. And it's like, uh, uh, like, okay. What would you say, test? It's kind of like watching a old one of Tim Allen's old acts. Anyway, based on the comedy of Tim Allen. I'm like, oh no. Mm-mm. The original Tool Man. I know. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Tool Man. Yeah. Like, who is it? Cable Man. Where you want me to put it, lady? Oh, I just love it in the bedroom. I bet you would. Maybe in the bathroom. Okay. Shocking. How about in the kitchen? Yeah. Let's get cooking. Yeah. Let's get cooking, baby. Come on, Cable Man. Hey, baby, I'm your telephone man. I can put it where you want it. I can put it where I can. I can put it in the bedroom. I can put it in the hall. I can put it in the kitchen. I can hang it on the wall. Hey, baby, I'm your telephone man. What you know about that, Avery? If you didn't, now you know. Yeah, hey, baby, I'm your telephone man. I can put it where you want it. I can put it where I can. I can put it in the bathroom. I can put it in the hall. I can put it in the bedroom. I can hang it on the wall. Hey, baby, I'm your telephone man. She's a click on the line, I tell you. So I put it in the bedroom and I put it in the hall. So I hung it in the, and I put it in the kitchen and I hung it on the wall. And that was the only song she ever made. Yep. And she said, there's a click on the line. I know, right? Hey, Mr. Telephone Man, there's something wrong with my line. You can have it with the buzz. You can have it with the ring. And if you really want it, you can have a ding-a-ling. Oh, those were fun songs back then. Hi, I'm Dr. Demento. It's the Dr. Demento Show. You know, that was the first time I heard that song. I know I know Troy is probably familiar with Dr. Demento. And some of us radio buffs are as well. But that was the first time I heard that song. I'm like, is that a real record? Yeah. What was her name? Mary something. You know, I'm like, that's a real record. What I know about this? Yeah, I know, right, Avery? Yeah. I'm like, that's a real record? She really made, oh, God. I need a baker. I need a cook. I need a masseuse. Anyway, I need a baker and no one in the world on Bedtime Stories. The show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Al Greer with his brand new board. Mary Wilson, that was her name. We were talking about this song that came out, I think it was like the early 70s, and was called The Telephone Man. Not to be confused with a New Edition song, okay? This one was really raunchy, and I was surprised that they even played it on the radio. The lyrics were just ridiculous, you know. I mean, you could just imagine, you know, her name was Mary Wilson, not to be confused with, you know, the lady in the Supremes. She had another one called The Internet Man. Not The Internet Man. She had to update it for, you know, for the new millennium, right? Wonder where she is now. Mary Wilson. Hey, baby, I'm your telephone man. Put it where you want it. I can put it. Anyway, you're the Independents. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. She passed away, really? Oh, yeah, I did read that. Lady G. I'm sorry, let me try that again. I reverted back to puberty. Lady G. She passed away some years ago and died in a car accident. Wow. Lawana said, I know the whole song. I bet you Lady G knows the song. Telephone Man by Mary Wilson. TC said, I'm playing hooky tonight. I need a break. She was only in her 50s. That's so sad. That is so sad. And, it was like a novelty record. It wasn't like, but it was a top 10 novelty record because, and you vaguely remember it. Hey, baby, I'm your telephone man. I'll put it where you want it. Well, I put it where I can. I can hang it in the bedroom. I can put it. So, yeah, that one. I can hang it on the wall. Hey, baby, I'm your telephone man. So I got it in the bedroom and I got it. You remember that song? Oh, I vaguely remember it. Mm-mm. I think she had another one called Cable Man. Yes. For some reason, is one of my silly favorites. Yep. They had a lot of those novelty songs. What was the other one? Randy Newman. Short people got no reason to live. They got, it's like, he's like the white Ray Charles, short people got no reason. Short people got no reason to live. I'm like, oh God, no. Mm-mm. Awful. When I say awful, it was awful in my my best British voice. Best Simon Cowell. Excuse me, I didn't get a nap. I was hooking up this board. Disco Duck. That was a good novelty song. Top 10 too. That was back when Rick Dees looked like a porn star. He had the mustache and he finally shaved it off because he looked like, he looked like Jerry Butler. Not the Iceman Jerry Butler, but the guy in the movies. He looked like Ron Jeremy, But Disco Duck was like a top 10 hit. And there was no follow-up for Disco Duck, was it? Oh. He wrote I Don't Want to Hear It Anymore for Jerry Butler. Yeah. Did he really? Get out of here. That song is about a CB radio. He looked like John Holmes. He sure did. Rick Dees back in the day, he looked like he could have been a porn star. I think it had something to do with that mustache. And he finally shaved it off and, never grew that sucker back again. Yeah. Never grew it back. Can you imagine John Holmes singing Disco Duck? I can't either. Look at me. I'm the disco dog. See, that's when I need my granddaughters. Is he like, Papa, do it again. Do what? Make the duck noise. Talk like a duck. Anyway, hello to my granddaughter, who's probably asleep by now. Yes, she's probably been asleep for about an hour or two now. Naomi. And of course, my other grandchildren, whom I haven't seen in a while. Alexander Scott Jones. She gave him a British name, Alexander Scott Jones. And Miranda. And Miranda. And it's funny because my granddaughter looks more like me, I should say, than my daughter does. That's crazy. Shut up, Troy. I'm like, oh my goodness. A lot of guys wore those crazy handlebar porn star mustaches in the disco era. Yeah, especially John Holmes. John Holmes. He was, he was like the granddaddy of the porn stars. Him and Ron Jeremy. I'm surprised that Jeremy didn't, get the package. A little hedgehog. He had more hair on his back than Ralph Liggins. But anyway, did I say that? Hey, Ralphie boy. Remember Ray Victory? Yeah. Oh man, and Seika, and of course Vanessa Del Rio and Jerry Butler and Ron Jeremy and all of these guys, and of course Johnny the Wad Holmes. Yeah. And he was still making movies. He was screwing everybody, men and women. I'm like, dang, he was killing everybody, boy, with his ding ding. Ebony Ayers, yeah. Go on, Lady G. Mm-mm. And you can tell who grew up on porn and who didn't. She know him by name. Seika, I had a crush on Seika. I ain't gonna lie. She was about this big, but her breasts like sat off to the sides. It was crazy. These days they're all the, performers, as I call them. They're all stuffed. It's like they start off and they already have big breasts, and then they, pack the silicone in so they don't move. It's like Laurel Canyon, Janet Jackme, that's another one. Oh yeah. Had a crush on Janet. Janet Jackme. Miss Jackme if you're nasty. Laurel Canyon. Dang. Ooh, going back to my childhood. Yeah, bring out some more names, Lady G. I can tell you were a big porn fan back then. Yeah. Look who was the fan to take you anywhere. I tell you. The Dynamic Superiors. That song, of course, produced by Ashford and Simpson. Shoe Shine, right here on Bedtime Stories with the Peanut Butter Brother, Dr. Al Greer. I don't believe we talk about everything here on Bedtime Stories. Everything from politics to, current affairs, social media. And now we're talking about, dare I say it, former porn stars, Nina Hartley, Laurel Canyon, Janet Jackme, Ray Victory. Here's another one. Long Dong Silver. Yes. And of course, who could forget the lovely and vivacious Miss Vanessa Del Rio, whom I had a crush on. Still do. She's like 70 years old now, but hey, I would never kick her off the air mattress. Absolutely not. It's Basic Black, special kind of fool on Bedtime Stories. I would never kick her off the air mattress. I heard Al wanted to be Bildo the Dildo. What'd you say? Wasn't nothing long dong about it. Oh, dag, TC. Oh my. Woo. Yeah. Tell me how you really feel. I'm speechless now. She said, wasn't nothing long dong about it. Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah. She said, wasn't nothing long dong about it. Oh my. Well, I have nothing else to say. Like, dang. I mean, it was fake. Is that what you're saying? Oh, okay. I was wondering. I'm like, she said, wasn't nothing long dong about it. I'm like, well, dag, how big does it need to be? I'm just saying, inquiring minds want to know. But yeah, all these porn stars now, they're all stuffed. I mean, it looks like at any minute now they're going to explode. They don't move or anything. The only thing they don't get done is they're, down there. Now, I don't know. They might enhance it or whatever, or, I'm just saying, but all of them have these humongous behinds and these humongous breasts that look like they're about to explode. I'm like, dang, it's going to be silicone and milk all over the place. Come on now. Porn is entertainment. Don't believe everything you see. Well, back in the day, I kind of thought that it was kind of real, just like I thought wrestling was. Did I say wrestling isn't real? Oh, shame on me. Wrestling is definitely real. Could wrestling actually be real? People getting hit by folding chairs? You get hit by a folding chair, you're not going to get up and fight again. You're just not. I got a couple of folding chairs over here in the corner. I guarantee you, if I hit you with one of them, you are not going to get up and tear your t-shirt off and go, ah. No, it ain't going to happen. Remember Hiawatha Lee, the Native American porn actress? Yes, I do. I certainly do. Woo! You are bringing back memories about memories, I tell you. Yep, I remember all of those people. They exaggerate in most of these movies. Yeah, they do. None of that is, none of it's actually real, at least not to me. I mean, these new ones. Now, the old ones, maybe, just maybe. But now it's like, mm-mm. And back then, Vic Jackson, what's going on, man? I mean, back then, maybe they were kind of real. I don't know how acted they were, but porn back then and porn today, two different animals. It's totally different. Totally different. But I don't know if I told you this once. A friend of mine, he had his own production company. It was called Dirty Red Productions. And he wanted me to, participate. And I told him, I said, well, to be honest, I don't squirt anymore. Yeah.
A little bit more affection. And plus, I felt it in my pants.
He's the love doctor with your prescription. Al Greer with bedtime stories.
And that's exactly what I told. I said, He said, well, don't worry about it. I said, well, and the other thing is, I don't want my kids to see me if they're, out somewhere and they flip through the channels and they're in their favorite hotel with their favorite person. I don't want them to see what daddy used to do back in the day, if you know what I mean. So I don't know why we're talking about this. I remember being at a local hotel, which is not far from where I am now. And that hotel, they would change the tapes, and then they got fancy, and got the, the DVDs and stuff. Well, DVDs get stuck just like tapes do, Herculina, the first trans woman. I'm going to have to look that one up. Wait a minute. Herculina? Herculina. Look what comes up. Herculina aerosol spray. Herculina. 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 It's not coming up. Squirting is peeing, right? Y'all making me act naughty tonight. I'm supposed to be chilling. I think there's only one person on here that can actually who can actually answer that question. That would have to be another woman because, yeah. Ooh, look, the song is over. Not a moment too soon. Good Lord. Thought I was going to have to answer that. One of those cheating songs. Angel in Your Arms right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. It's late, so send your kids to bed, because the conversation that we're having tonight on Facebook is not for the faint of heart, and it's definitely not for young ears to hear. TC just posed a question, and everybody just froze. The question is, squirting is peeing, right? Okay, I'm not going to answer that because I don't know for sure. I don't know if, it's actually what it is, or if it's, where it's coming from. So I don't want to answer that one. But I'll just say this. It sure is fun. But anyway, it's fun to watch. Yes, it is. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, just about 7 minutes away from foreplay. Here's Larry Graham, 1 in a Million. You. Thank you. Thank you, Lady G. Whew. I thought I was going to have to answer that. Thank you. Whew, I thought I was going to have to answer that question. Oh, I'm looking now. Oh. Oh my. Oh my. Oh yeah. Now I remember. Mm-mm. Woo. Herculina, Herculina, Herculina. Yep. I mean, back in the day, boy, I tell you, porn was it was good. I ain't gonna lie. I still watch porn to this day. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Every time the preacher says something about deliver me from pornography, I'm like, nope, deliver me from everything else. Fornication, but porn and masturbation. Hey, a brother's got to have his vices. I'm just saying, a brother got. A lot of people are going, be offended by that, but I'm just saying. But yep, a lot of people are going to be, yeah. Mm-mm. Yep.
Hi, this is Natasha with Owl's Gals. You're listening to Bedtime Stories.
Fornication can be fun too. Oh boy. Mm-mm. Ken, what's going on, sir? Ken is like, what did I walk into? What did I walk into? Oh my goodness. Troy said Long Abiding Citizen would have been much better of a movie if Jamie Foxx wasn't in it. Oh no. Squirting is peeing, right? Nope, two different areas. Mm-mm. Either way it goes, it's fun. Yeah. You walked into the boom boom room. That's right. That's right. You're in the boom boom room. How old were you, Ken, when you first watched porn? Be honest. Betty Wright from the album Traveling in the Right Direction. That's the album she did right after the live album. That is Just What I Need, right here on Bedtime Stories. The show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Anyway, coming up, it is foreplay just in a few minutes. Let me see. I'm adjusting. Wait a minute. No, that's not it. How about this one? Nah. Okay. I was trying to adjust my mic. It seems to default back to this one adjustment. Okay, let me do that, and then I'll do this. And I'm having fun with this new board. I really am. Let's see, audio processing. Yeah, okay, I did that already. Okay, level, voice, strength, strong, soft voice. Oh, wait a minute, let me leave that there. Okay, I like that better. Tone, wait a minute. Okay, okay. Yeah. I'll leave it there. Anyway. Bedtime Stories is sponsored by
family and criminal law.
Practicing and litigating and practicing.
I'm active in my community. Among that community service is my appointments to the Board for Healthcare and Family Services Advisory Committee and my appointments to the University of Illinois Extension Council Chairman of the Board positions. I'm a lifetime Southside resident and a single mom. My experience, education, and commitment to the community make me a great Democratic candidate for Cook County Judge. On June 28th, please show your support.
Watch your
and
step.
vote
I
Maria
heard that.
Barlow for judge. That's a vote for fairness.
Yes, I am. I'm having a ball with this.
Vote Maria Barlow, Democrat for Cook County Judge.
For more
My new
information
toy.
about Maria Barlow, go to www.mariabarlowforjudge.com. Paid for by Friends of Maria Barlow. Punch 191.
Yes, indeed. When you go to the polls, punch 191. Ken Wadlington said he used to sneak in my dad and bro's Playboy and Hustler. I saw porn for the first time with On TV and Spectrum Scrambled. I think we all did. It's WOSD Radio, DB Chicago, WDLB Indianapolis, and WRLN, the best music of your life. It is time for Foreplay. This young lady hails from New Jersey. Her mother sang with everyone, from the Queen to the King. She sang with Aretha Franklin. She also sang with, what's his name? Elvis Presley. Yeah. Yep. She began a modeling career when she was a teenager. Of course, she sang in different choirs. She did a solo when she was like 13, 14 years old. Her first record that she did was with a guy by the name of, it was either Jermaine Jackson or it was Teddy Pendergrass. But anyway, she ended up marrying some guy named Bobby Brown. And, well, you know the story. Anyway, tonight we feature in Foreplay the one, the only, Whitney Houston on Bedtime Stories. Isn't he the white musicians that all the black musicians stole from? Yes. Yeah, that guy. Exactly. Yep. Yes, the same one. Yeah. Yep. The white, even the one, the white musician that all the black musicians stole from. Yeah. Down and correct. Mm-mm. Elvis was a hero to most, but he never met to me. Good old Elvis. Yep, good old Elvis. Elvis was the man back in the day. The man who stole black folk music. And I walk. for you. Had to get the fan. Woo. TC said, Elvis lives in my building. TC said, I went to school with Elvis. Lady G says, Elvis is in my building. You're absolutely right. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a guy by the name of Elvis that lives in Lady G's building. How do I know? I used to live in that building. It was like, every night I would, come home, Elvis would be standing in the window. I don't know what he was doing, but, so I made it a practice to wave at Elvis every night that I came in the building. Yeah. Having hot flashes, yes. On TV was the devil. Yes, it was. It was the devil because I couldn't see it. And my parents refused to get that little box. But Radio Shack used to sell the parts so that you could unscramble it. So if anybody still has that on TV box, boy, that's a classic. Yes, I am having hot flashes. Thank you very much. I liked when Stephen Hawking covered that Elvis tune. Blue Suede, Useless Things. Okay. And yes, Lady G, I had to, get it. He couldn't walk. Ha, 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 ha. Ha. Oh, boy. Woo. Troy, one of these days. That's just as bad as the Elton John joke. Gives new meaning to the term, don't let the sun go down on you. I never will forget that one, I tell you. I'm still cracking up from that. Don't let the sun go down on you. Whew. On TV and Spectrum, those were, definitely the devil. 1 and 2. Satan and Mephistopheles. Because it's like you sitting there like, wait a minute, I think I see something. And all you see is squiggly. Every now and then it would straighten up for like maybe 2 or 3 seconds. You'd be like, and then it'd go back to, scrambled. So, but those were the days, man. On TV and Spectrum, at night, Channel 44 would play porn movies. Well, it wasn't really porn. It was like soft porn. They never showed, penetration. But you could imagine what was going on. Ken said I made my on TV and Spectrum box and antenna scrambler in my radio and TV classes. Get out of here. For real? Oh, no. John says, why frown even when the sun goes down? We call it mixed emotions for now. Right on, Jimmy. Okay. Yep. Well, damn, you were serious. Yeah. And yes, I'm having hot flashes, Lady G. Let me tell you, I found this fan. It looked like they were going to throw it away because it didn't clip onto the table anymore. What did I do with it? I stuck it on a mic stand. Yep. I certainly did. and it works just fine. I mean, I plugged up the fan before I left work, right? I'm like, this fan still works. So I set it down into a mic stand, the little clip that holds the mic, and I put it. I did. I know, I'm so ingenious, aren't I? And there it is. It's on. Well, I can't show it to you because I have to take the camera up, down, and yeah. But yeah, I took a picture of it. I put it on Instagram. But it's a strong little fan, and it's on like, it's on high, so it's like, it's like, yeah, it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. Yeah. And of course, when I get off the air, I'm going to do what I'm supposed to be doing. Yes. Slapping the salami. Yeah. Ooh, do I have 6 people watching? Oh my God. Oh, did I say that? Ooh. Oh. Lady G said, that's using your head. Yeah. Because somebody was going to throw it away. It was just sitting there. I'm like, they're not using this anymore? I mean, you could like tilt it on its side, but, they just left it in this little closet where they put all the equipment and stuff. So I brought that joker home, boy. It's serving its purpose right now. Yes, it is. It most certainly is serving the purpose. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Know what I mean? So tomorrow I'll go get a haircut, and then I have to go to work on my off day. So it's not an off day, right? Thank you, Troy. It's not an off day. Yeah. One of my coworkers saw this board. He was like, hey, man, can you watch the board for me so I can get this in my car? I'm like, boy, you better put that down. I ain't hooked it up yet and listened to it and played with it and all that stuff. Mm-mm. But you say unplug it when you're done. Okay, I will. No, this one I don't think I'm going to leave on all night. But, once I've, figured it out, all the bells and whistles, that's when I'm going to, yeah. And then I'll go to bed, finally. But no, I'm not going to leave this joker on. Not like that other board. No offense over there on the floor. No offense, old board. So I'll be using the other board for PA work now. Huh. Oh, you speaking of the fan. Oh, okay. Have folks requested your ballot mailed to your home so you can look it over? All right. Well, I just did. Yep. Make sure you look it over. So, excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. So that you can make a decision based on, and it's not like they have pictures of these people or backgrounds. If you have that type of time where you can Google all these people, I mean, you can look at their ads on, on television, but that's just it. I'm voting for the Hee Haw Girls to play with my anyway. So it's you always see these ads where they're bashing the other candidate. I don't. Yeah. They try to dig up dirt on that person, and those aren't good at all. You know, the one whomever is running against Carrie Steele. You know, she showed a picture. He showed a picture of Carrie Steele standing next to her husband, where her husband is our former morning man at VON, Maze Jackson. And somebody said they saw the ad and they said Maze looked like a pimp. I was like, oh Lord. Anyway, Maze's wife is running, yeah, for Cook County Assessor. Yeah. I'm not going for Jay Jackson nor Pat Dowell. I met Pat Dowell. This was some time ago when I was still at Kennedy King. I met her. Yeah. Pat Dowell. But yeah, Maze's wife is running for Cook County Assessor. She was head of water reclamations, I think it was. She won over my girl Pat, whatever Pat's last name was. She must not be my girl, right? But anyway. But the thing is, and I had this discussion with somebody, Dowell is a giraffe. Anyway, I had this conversation with one of my coworkers tonight, you know, and politicians make strange bedfellows. Anyway, Pat Dowell is a giraffe. She should have stayed at water reclamation. Yeah, well, you know, I do believe in two income families. And I'm going to leave that right there. Yeah. Two income families. So both Maze and Carrie, they both need to be working. I'm just saying. But yeah, she probably should have stayed at water reclamation. Well, excuse me again. But like I said, there was this young lady I was speaking to tonight, and I said, once you're in radio or politics, it's hard to do anything else because you get bit by the bug. And that's all you ever want to do. You want to be in politics. You want to be on the radio. You know, they're you know, I'd like to see her in bed. Okay, Carl Dobbins. Hey. How are you, sir? Ken said, I'd like to see her in bed. Oh. Carrie Steele. Maze Jackson's wife. I'm sorry, Ken, but she does nothing for me. She is much too small. But yep, she love her husband. Carl Dobbins says he's at work. It's a good place to be, DJ Carl Dobbins. It's a good place to be. In fact, if I wasn't here, I'd be at work. Would you say no life? Welcome to my world, sir. Troy Anthony said, I heard all the WNBA players have to hook up with all the fans in the stands. Somehow they're all still virgins. We miss you, Whitney. Whitney Houston wrapping up Foreplay with Dancing on the Smooth Edge right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al. Let me Bring my music up just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I don't want to be out there all by myself. Ken Watlington said, I said I would like to see what type of bed. Okay. I'd like to see her bed. Oh, I thought you meant you'd like to see her in the bed. My bad. We're talking about Carrie Steele, who was the wife of one of my former co-workers, Mr. Mays Jackson. He'd like to see what type of bed. Okay, I thought you meant you'd like to see her in bed. I wouldn't. No, that's my boy's girl. I don't want to see that. Anyway, hope you enjoyed Foreplay tonight, right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Here's a song that should have been a single, but it never was. Name of the group is called Change. They're known for, up-tempo music, but this one is one of my favorites. It's called Say You Love Me Again, right here on Bedtime Stories. Oh, Pat Dowell's bed. Oh, I got it now. Oh, okay. He'd like to see Pat Dowell's bed. It's a king size. It's two king size beds put together. But anyway. She is rather tall. She's. I get it now. Okay. That doll is a giraffe. Okay. Woo. I'm kind of glad we're not friends, but anyway. Oh boy. Let's hope she's not on our Facebook Live. A fat giraffe. Oh, dang. Oh my. It gets even worse. She's a fat giraffe. I would like to be a roach on the wall when Maze is making love to the wife. Oh, here we go. Woo! I was listening to Maze at one time when he was at the station, when he was still at VON. And he made the comment that he wished he were light-skinned with good hair because he was a big fan of Prince. And he wanted to be like Prince because he said Prince got all the girls. Which was true because Prince could get any woman in this chat room right now, and including Lady G, who, But yeah, he wanted to be Prince at one time. I'm like, ooh, that would have been that would have been something. Yeah. Yeah, that was another reason I like Prince. Yeah, Prince was charming and kind. Did you meet him or something? He was charming and kind. Mm-hmm. And my thing is that Never mind. Yeah, Prince could, yeah. Mm-mm. Yep, Prince was, he was cool. Avery said, me and Sis used to be like, who was better, Prince or Michael Jackson? She was in love with MJ, and I was Team Prince. Troy said, I agree. Prince Fielder was a nice guy, but he didn't bat for the Tigers when they were in the World Series. We're not talking about that Prince, Troy. Sorry. But, well, damn, including Lady G. Yeah. Rita said, you still going at it, huh? Yes, I'm still going at it, Rita. Yes. What do you want me to stop my broadcast? Is that what it is? Rita? Mm-mm. Troy, go to your room. Prince Fielder. Yes. But out of all the people that I've met who are in the business, Prince is one of the few guys whose house I actually went over, besides Marshall Thompson, but he doesn't count. Did I say that? Mm-hmm. Love you, Uncle Marshall. Charmel Williams, hello. No, I'm just saying, Lady G, Prince may not be your type of guy. You like taller guys, and you all were about the same height. I'm just saying. Tell me that's not dinner. Okay, this is not dinner. But this is. So, Subway, eat fresh. Elo said, my interactions with him are priceless. Let me put the other half of my Subway dinner in the refrigerator. So I can have this for lunch tomorrow. As long as I eat it within a certain time, it's still good. Just don't eat fresh like Jarrett. Yeah, I know what you mean, Avery. Yeah. I don't know. And of course, Mr. Peebo Bryson. And I'm so into you right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. We went from talking about porn to talking about Prince. Lady G says, and I quote, Prince was hot and I dug him and his music. Avery Pack said he took it to a whole nother level. Yes, he did. Prince, I got to say, Prince was one of my favorite musicians of all time. I got to say that because anytime he would say, okay, he have a commercial on the radio. Prince is going to be at so and so, and the tickets would just sell out within an hour or two. That's power right there. Even if he didn't plan to have a concert, he said, okay, I'm going to do a concert in Chicago. Bam. It was just like that. And it will be sold out. That's how I got my tickets for him at the United Center. He was just a bad man. Rita said he rocked stilettos like none other. Yes, he did. He certainly did. I don't know how he played basketball in those stilettos. I still don't know. Blouses against the shirts, right? Pancakes, bitches. Here's Prince and 1,000 hugs and kisses from Rita. Still wouldn't be enough. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. You really do. You never got to see Prince? Oh my goodness. Man. Man, oh man, did you miss a show? I mean, John said I saw him in 2004 for the first time. Avery just asked Sheena Easton to wear purple and heels. It will be the same as seeing Prince. Oh. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. I got to say this. First time I saw Prince was the Controversy Tour. What was that, 80, 81? I saw Prince. I saw him at the Erie Crown Theater. And it was with my high school sweetheart, Rhonda. She was crazy about Prince. Me, I was not moved by his antics. I was not moved by a guy who wore more eye makeup than my mother, who wore bikini underwear on stage, until I actually saw him in concert. 81, yep. The Controversy Tour of 1981. I fell in love with Vanity. I fell in love with the time. I thought I was just, you are my sweetheart. Well, you are. I mean, I could never have Vanity. Never. Well, especially now because she's dead, but you know, Vanity, Apollonia, Sheila Easton, Sheila E. Any of those, they don't do it for me. You know, Vanity was so hot, no exaggeration. Sheila E. She's in a class all by herself. You know, I've seen her perform, and it's like, you know. But Prince could rock a concert like nobody could. You know, from the time he hit the stage till the time he walked off, he put on a great show. You know. And it's interesting because both guys and girls went to go see Prince. Guys would not admit that they dug Prince, but they dug the fact that their women liked Prince, so they had to attend those concerts with them. And like I said earlier, I was not a Prince fan, not at all. In the beginning, Vanity Smurf was one of she always had a mirror available. Yeah, I know, right? But Prince was in a class all by himself. All by himself. Yeah, he was in a class all by himself. Like I said, he was a combination of James Brown and Jackie Wilson and Little Richard and Jimi Hendrix all wrapped up into one. He was as exciting as James Brown and Jackie Wilson and as melodic as Jimi Hendrix was. Yep. I mean, from the time he hit the stage to the time he took his last bow, the man was bad. The man was bad. I remember the first concert I ever went to was for James Brown. And one of the last concerts I went to was for Prince. Yep, very talented. Very, very talented. I had never seen someone who commanded the stage like he did. The band was hot. They followed him. And he did his thing. He did his thing. It was, James was bad too. He said, I met JB. You did? Cool. It's playing right now, Lawana. Okay, that's it. I can't play it because Facebook has shut me out, especially for some Warner Brothers stuff. Oh, please. They shut me down real fast. But Lady G said, and he was fine. I had a low-key crush on him. Really? Okay. He was a fireball. He was a dynamo. He was, like I said, he was all four of those musicians and performers wrapped into one. One of my favorite performances by Prince was when he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame along with members of Electric Light Orchestra, all those guys that he played. My Guitar Gently Weeps, which was by George Harrison. And when he finally cut up, when they first started the song, you didn't see him. And then all of a sudden he appeared, to the far right of the screen or of the stage. And he just, when he was done, he threw the guitar in the air. We never knew where it went. Never knew. Prince Rogers Nelson by request. And Diamonds and Pearls for Lawana Trailer. She wanted to hear that. It's your Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Hello to Slick Vic, Victor Jackson. Thank you for joining us on Facebook Live. We were talking about Prince. Prince was one of my favorite performers of all time. I have to say that. I was a James Brown fanatic. I loved Jackie Wilson, David Ruffin of the Temptations. You know, everybody that everybody else liked. I liked them even more. I remember one day my mother came home. I had put a half a can of Murray's on my head because I wanted to slick it down so I could look like David Ruffin. And I borrowed a pair of my uncle's glasses. She was like, if you don't wash that out your head, oh well. Anyway, Troy Anthony, I'm sorry. Didn't Prince have a follow-up to Diamonds and Pearls? It was called Fentanyl and Darkness. Troy, you're going to get in trouble. Go to your room, Troy. Go to your room. Speaking of Prince, this is the one right here on Bedtime Stories. Listen to this one, Rita. From responsibility, I'm not the one. None of that, Troy. Thank you. Get him, Elo. Get him, Elo. You don't talk about Prince around Elo. Oh, no. She will defend him to the death. Mm-mm. We were talking about that the other night. It's like Elo went to Paisley Park April 21st. And we both agreed that his spirit is still in that building. You know, if you are quiet long enough, you can hear the music. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm not, but Ken said I lost all respect for Brown and Ruffin for what they did to my little angel Tammy. He's talking about Tammy Terrell. James Brown and David Ruffin used to whoop on Tammy Terrell. She was she was a free spirit. She had a smart mouth. And both James and David Ruffin used to hit her, which may have caused, permanent brain damage while she had the several surgeries that she had on her brain. And Lady G said, I have a pair of shoe boots that kind of look like Prince's, the ones Prince wore. Yeah. He's the only ghost that floats around in the shape of a symbol. Lady G said, but she fought back. Yes, she did. That is true. And the story, of course, was verified by Mr. Gene Chandler because he sent her a bus ticket to go back home because James would not let her go. So yeah. So it takes Gene Chandler to talk about Tammy Terrell. She was truly a princess. Elo said, that's better, Troy. Yeah. But bad situation with Tammy Terrell. She had crippling headaches before she got into music. She wanted to be a doctor. Yeah, she wanted to be a doctor so she could figure out what was wrong with her head. But it all started after she was raped. That's when the headaches started. And it didn't help that David Ruffin hit her with a motorcycle helmet. But according to the story, she held her own. She would fight him back. She would also fight James back, who knocked her teeth out. So, yeah, James was a mother for you. Yep. So, yeah, the stories are all true. If you ever watch Unsung, they talk about the crippling headaches that she had as a young lady. They talked about the rape. They talked about the beatings that she received from several different men, James Brown and David Ruffin. So sad. And she was so talented. Lady G said, I lost all respect for James as a person, but not for his music. I hear you. But I don't think any of that was fair. I really don't. The fact that she stood up for herself. That's the way she was. But why would any woman have to fight back? These are men, just punks. These are not men, they're just punks. And that's true. That's absolutely true. I hear you. I hear you, Luana, but but it's good that she knew how to fight. R.B. Greaves didn't hit her. Okay. I'm gonna leave that one alone. Okay. So take a letter, Maria, address it to my wife. Whew. Woo, Lord. I'm gonna sleep good tonight because I didn't get a nap. Mm-mm. But yeah, she was a tough little lady. She was. Everyone thought that her and Marvin Gaye were lovers. They were only lovers on record. And that was it. She did not die in his arms on stage. She merely fainted, and he caught her. And a couple of times she tried to come back, but she was at that point, she was just too weak. Like the song says, she was just too weak to fight. And she passed. She was only in her, he was torn up about her death. Yeah. Which is why he didn't record for a while. They would release stuff out of the vault, outtakes and, songs that didn't make it to the album until he made the album, What's Going On. At that point, all of his stuff was, pretty dark and pretty sad and, very, how can you say, kind of militant. It was the album that was almost not released because Berry Gordy said, man, Marvin, you're a sex symbol. Nobody wants to hear about the ecology and, fish full of mercury and all of that stuff. So, but yeah, radical, yeah. But Marvin was really torn up about her death. And at times he contemplated getting out of the business altogether. But fortunately, he pressed on, and that was it. He pressed on after her death, which is what she wanted. Because, she would taunt Marvin in the studio. She's like, because Marvin was always laid back, in his singing. And she wanted to evoke some emotion out of him. So she did. She evoked some emotion out of him that he didn't know he had in him. And that's how they became basically lovers, but on record. So, and yep, another masterpiece. Wasn't she like his little sis? Yes. Yeah. But yeah, What's Going On was the 1970 masterpiece. No one saw it coming. Once again, Berry Gordy was like, Marvin, no. Nobody wants to hear about this, But Marvin got his way. They released the album, and it became an instant classic. Everybody tried to sing What's Going On. That song still stands to this day. What's Going On? Mercy, Mercy Me, Inner City Blues, Holy, Holy. Save the Children. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, I'm getting the hang of this new mixer. Cameo. Hanging downtown, which is what I do every day. I hang out in the South Loop. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories. I got one more song to play. It's leftovers from Foreplay. It's Whitney Houston. You will exhale, hail, hail. Wait a minute, what did I miss? Flying High in the Friendly Sky and a Baby Mama. We've got to find a way. Picket signs and picket. Don't punish me. Yep. Talk to. Yep. I heard Rockwell and Herbie Hancock are on a comeback tour. Can it? Troy, I almost thought you were serious there for a minute. Rockwell and Herbie Hancock. Okay. I'm going to leave that alone anyway. Thank you. Thank you guys for staying up with me. Lady G, of course, TC, Troy too. Yeah, you too. Ken Wadlington, everybody. Thank you so much. Slick Vic Jackson, the Sister Teresa. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to play with this mixer one more time, and then I'm going to bed. To bed, baby. To bed. I am done. Lanice Banks. Hey, sweetheart. Read her before you get mad. That's my goddaughter, okay? You called her sweetheart. It's my goddaughter. Don't get angry. Did you say you thought Troy was serious? Yeah, I thought he was serious about Rockwell and Herbie Hancock getting together on a tour. Yeah. Like, nah. It ain't gonna happen. Rockwell and Herbie Hancock. That don't even sound right. Do, 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 do. Thank you guys for staying up with me as always. Thank you so much. Troy Anthony, you missed your calling. You should have been a comedian. Good night, everybody. I got to run. Till next time, blue skies, green lights, and peace. Good night, everybody. Din. Well, the first night with my new board. Hey, thank you guys. I hate to see us go. Really had fun tonight talking Dirty After Dark. You guys, if I don't talk to you, have a great weekend. I appreciate you all. Enjoy the best of bedtime stories tomorrow night. All right? All right. Nighty night. Thank you, Lawana. Thank you, Lanice. Love you all. Appreciate you.